Munch Bunch back in town.
Hello, Munches.
Munchers. Munchables. You know, Dairy Leigh Munchables.
Munchables, that's what we'll call you.
Might get done for copyright. Dairy Leigh Munchables. Or is it Lunchables?
It's Lunchables.
Oh, I don't eat cheese, so I don't know.
We're not saying Dairy Leigh Munchables.
No.
Just, anyway.
Hi, Mo. What's on the menu? Tell the Munchies. Is it Munchies or Munchables?
Munchables.
Munchables. I have to get that tattooed somewhere on my arm.
Okay, so
what is it? What are we having?
We're having an English breakfast, which consists of beans, eggs, bacon, sausage, black pudding.
Yeah, we've got black pudding. I've never tried it in my life, so it's something new to try.
And sometimes you can have potato waffles with them.
Usually we'd have hash browns, wouldn't we? But
yeah,
we haven't got none.
But we haven't got none of those today, so we're just gonna literally have to have those.
And this ain't breakfast time, guys. This is a late breakfast. This is Sunday dinner.
HP brown sauce with a bit of butter on.
Sunday dinner time, this, guys.
Yeah, actually, this is a really good brown sauce. I don't know what.
It's HP. It's like it's the Queen's sauce, basically.
HP, the original brown sauce, which since 1899 has been the standard for quality.
Now, like Heinz ketchup, which is like a really good brand here. Well, Heinz is everywhere, isn't it? I don't like Heinz ketchup.
By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen.
Tesco.
Yeah, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen.
There's a few things that the Queen has.
This is Heinz as well.
That only the Queen's like allowed to use, like brown sauce, HP. What else has she got?
She's not only allowed to just...
No, but it's her brand, ain't it?
Well, I know Prince Charles does like Waitrose. As his a brand of food at Waitrose.
What's that with HP sauce?
Huh?
What the hell's Waitrose got to do with HP sauce?
You said about food brands, didn't you?
No, I said about the Queen. That's got her stamp on it. And there's other things as well, British foods, which
Her
has the
Majesty's
royal...
Parliament, that stands for, doesn't it? HP.
And there's other brands in the UK which the Queen has a dibs on.
Oh no, I thought you were on about brands of brown sauce.
No, we're not about brown sauce now, we're about other food. So, it's Sunday evening. We couldn't be bothered to make a Sunday dinner. We used to always fancy it, do you?
I've not done it since I was a kid.
That's funny, because I met him about 6 months ago and you're there. Maybe you've forgotten, I don't know.
That's different.
We could not be bothered to do a Sunday dinner.
But we will go.
You don't always fancy one on a Sunday. And if you have it on a Tuesday, it doesn't taste as good as it does on a Sunday. I've noticed that over the time. You've noticed
Lemonade?
that? You ever notice if you have a roast dinner or a Sunday dinner on any other day, it doesn't taste as good?
No, because that's illogical.
It don't feel right.
You don't seem to mind. You get down you on a Wednesday.
Well, if you go for a carvery, you got to have one, haven't you?
I love a good carvery.
I always get way too much, every time.
I think that we should do a carvery mukbang.
I don't remember though, the last time I ever cleared a plate from a carvery. Makes you wonder what the hell... You know, you go to the pub for a normal meal, clear the plate in a few minutes, go for a carvery. Different story altogether.
Forgot to mention the toast. Now I know, like, Americans don't do the whole beans on toast thing.
I don't understand that. You told me that about a year ago, or 2 years ago. I said, don't be stupid. No, they've tried it. Like, some Americans try
Some
beans
people
on
really
toast.
love it.
But it's not a thing over there. Now, for me, that is my staple breakfast, beans on toast in the morning.
And also, their beans are far sweeter than ours.
I don't know about that. But, so what I was going to say was about... Oh, that was what I was going to say. I was thinking about food. I'm always thinking about food. But if you ever want to become like a mukbanger, I mean, we're only like a week into this, so I can't really talk from a lot of experience. If you like your food fresh, straight out the oven onto a plate and eat it, don't do mukbang. Because I made this, and then you got to faff around getting your picture ready for your thumbnail, try and get the best picture you can, and then you got to faff around reheating it, because everyone else's dad there's dished up, the daughter and the mother-in-law. And then Aim's got to get herself set up. I've got to get all the lighting. Then Aim got hit on the head with the light.
The light.
We have like artificial lighting here to brighten up the room.
It fell on my head. And he thought it was funny.
Hang on, you laughed last night, you dippy sod, when I walked into a cupboard door.
That was funny. That could have caused serious damage.
I could have put my eye out. Anyway.
I'll put your eye out.
This is really tasty. I'm not a big bacon fan, but on a sandwich, oh yeah. Like not well done. And that was something else you got me to try one time.
What's that?
Bacon sandwich.
Oh yeah.
I never used to eat it.
No.
I don't like crispy bacon. But black pudding. We're going to try it. And that's why I bought it, because I thought we could do a video of it one day. But I've never tried it in my life. Isn't that good?
Oh, what you done to the bread?
It's been microwaved, Aim, because I did the bread, the toast, like 20 minutes ago. You know, if you helped me make the dinner, it'd be a lot quicker and I wouldn't have to reheat food.
This is a lot.
Well, yeah, that's why you can't just do a little bit of food. Will you stop complaining how much food you're eating? Don't do these videos if you can't handle the food.
So, are we going to try this black pudding and get it over?
Oh, I guess
Technical
we're going to.
difficulties.
Well, not really.
You know what Nick does? Nick Avocado in his videos.
No,
he does
I
this
don't watch
when
them.
you got
What?
to edit something out.
Well, I don't do that. I swore, and I shouldn't have swore, because we don't know who might be watching this. The Queen could be watching.
Try your black pudding then, so I can throw it in the bin.
No, we're going to eat the black pudding. Bit of sausage first. Calm down, I'm not making you eat no sausage.
I think I want to get on to the topic of the day.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk about the topic of the day in a minute.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have, a topic of the day, I think.
Oh, this looks absolutely lovely. So, well, it falls apart.
Oh, God, please.
Yeah. Oops. What is black pudding then, Aim?
Blood. Congealed blood.
Blood. Oh. Tastes a bit like a burger.
Because it is like...
I can't say I'm a big fan. Not the worst taste ever. I won't be rushing out to eat it again, that's for certain.
No, I didn't like it.
It does leave a bit of a funky... Hang on, you've not had any?
I just ate it with you.
No, you didn't.
I did?
No, you didn't.
Didn't
You
I?
went out like you'd had some.
Look!
No, balls to that. You did not eat any of the
I don't
black
know
pudding.
what you're doing, because you're not shoving that in my mouth. I will literally knock it off the fork.
You didn't eat any.
Okay,
You
so
cheeky sod.
there you go. Have your black pudding back.
Eat some.
I've got my own, and that was a total waste of time.
You didn't eat any.
I don't want to.
No, we both agreed. Now I've just tried it. Now you're not like a right spazzy if you don't eat some.
I don't want to eat blood.
Don't care. I've tried it. You can try it.
I can't eat that.
Come on.
No!
Don't be a bugger. Because they'll all call you out on it. They'll say, what the hell are you playing that
That's
with?
disgusting.
You ain't nice guys, trust me. You had the...
I can't eat it anymore.
You still not eat...
I just have... Look, you can check the video.
Yeah, I will
in
be
a bit.
checking the video in a bit. And if you haven't, I'm going to make you a fresh one for your supper. Did she eat it? No, you didn't, did you?
Did.
They just told me you didn't.
That's going off my plate.
Well, we're not having that again, guys. But you've got to try these things.
I will have to just knock it off.
Well, I'm not going to mess.
They can't see that, but I'm sorry, I can't have that psychologically on my plate.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, so today I bought a pepperoni, which I've never tried with them either. So I'm trying lots of new stuff. Whereas she's been a bit of a wimp.
Lou,
No, you are.
you're trying stuff that I've ate for you, so it's, you know.
But you didn't. I've never had black pudding, and you wouldn't even give it a go.
You know something? It's not the taste. That could taste just absolutely amazing. Probably does, because I smelt it. It's quite herby. But not with what it is.
Anyway, we're babbling here. So, today's topic of the day, brought to you by the Munch Bunch. What is it, Amo?
Okay, so taking the joke.
It's quite serious, actually.
Taking it down a notch now, and we're going to talk about mental health and social media, and mental health in general.
Oh,
What?
I didn't know it was about mental health.
Well, that's what
Well,
obviously.
kinda.
Anyway, so in the news, obviously, this is Sunday today. Yesterday, obviously, in the UK, there was a presenter on a programme called Love Island called Caroline Flack.
So let's set the scene, basically, shall we?
What's the scene?
The scene is in, like, for people who don't know about the story.
That's what I was doing.
Okay, go on.
Carry on.
No, go on.
I'm really not going to because I'm eating toast.
Okay, a month or two ago.
Does all the time, doesn't he? Literally, takes over everything.
No, because you can then tell what happened yesterday or the last couple of days, but I'm just saying what happened originally.
I was only telling him who the blooming woman was.
Right, so the Caroline Flack was a presenter of like Love Island here in the UK, and she was arrested like a month or two ago for beating up her boyfriend.
Last year.
Yeah, a month or two ago was last year. She got beat. She beat him up and was arrested and lost her job presenting. And that's where we are. Well, we're not actually. That ain't where we are. Since then, yesterday or day before, was it? 2 days ago.
Yesterday.
No, it weren't yesterday, was it? Mm-hmm. Oh, yesterday then. My bad. She, we found out she committed suicide. And what we want to talk about, as Aim said, mental health. And
the media hounded her through. If this was a domestic on the street with a man and a woman, a husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend, or girlfriend and girlfriend, whoever it is, it wouldn't have been so. Obviously, because she's in the public eye, it wouldn't have been so in your face. But she literally got hounded by the press. Hounded, and it really messed with her mental health. I mean, she was in conversations with plenty of other celebrity friends and obviously her family about this, and it got to a point where the things that were being said about her, obviously in the end, was far too much.
I mean, it is right that she lost her job, I think, if we're all being honest, because if a male presenter,
if a man,
you know,
or a man in general,
yeah, but we're on like TV personalities here and stuff. So, like James Corden, he's big in America. A lot of you'll know him if you're in America or whatever. Could say America, it could be in bloody China for all we know. But in America, James Corden's big, and he's big over here.
Steady as you go.
Because I said China, eh? What are you on about?
I'm not causing no offence.
Because people in China could be watching. That sounds stupid.
I feel sorry for him at the minute.
Right, anyway, so James Corden, for example, if he was done for something like this, we'd expect him to lose his job, as you would. So it's no different that it's a woman beating up a man. Works the same way. Yeah, I'll have another waffle. Thanks for asking. There is violence in relationships between men and women, women and men, and vice versa. So it's right that she lost her job, but all I'm thinking is back in the day of before social media, before Twitter, before Facebook, before Instagram, and all the other social media platforms there are nowadays, it would have been all over the papers. So you'd have had it all over the front of the newspaper here in England. But then that'd been it. After about a week, you wouldn't have heard about it again. You might talk about it at work with your mates or to someone down the school or whatever. That'd be it.
Yeah.
Now, though, with Twitter, I mean, we as people, me and Aim, and you as well watching, you can say anything you want to anyone in the world. Whether it be Usain Bolt, James Corden, for example, like we just said. You know, anyone at all. You can at them on Twitter, and they might not read all the shit that comes through. But there's a good chance they're going to read it at some point, or they'll be told about it. So this woman, who'd already lost her job and was hounded by the press for a good month or so, or something like that after it happened, then had everyone talking crap to her as well.
Yeah, it was awful. It was really awful because, like Caroline Flack did state, nobody knows what the circumstances was. Nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors, whether you're a celebrity or just a member of a general member of the public. That brings me on to the point of, don't ever judge a book by its cover, in the respect that nobody knows what's going on in someone's head just because they look okay on the outside, and kind of like a invisible disability. It doesn't always have to be physical.
Mm.
Like, I've suffered with mental health problems now for 13 years. As I was saying, I might just repeated this because we had to restart the video, but I've suffered with mental health issues now for 13 years. I say that, I think it stems from when I was a child. To cut a long story short, I was suffering from chesty, like muscular pains and things like that, and it got me really paranoid, and it led me into like having my first ever like severe panic attack in the middle of the night. 13 years ago, and it's really affected me a lot, anxiety-wise.
We've gone way off topic here, haven't we, really? Because we're on about the social media side
what
of
I'm
things.
saying is, no, not just about social media. What I'm trying to say is, because she obviously was that under stress through the mental health side of it, because for somebody to commit suicide, you know, there's a deep depression. She must have been in deep depression with everything, again, which is a mental illness, and it can go so in depth these days on social media that nobody gets a break from anything. Like, once you are in the public eye, it's stored everywhere, isn't it? Like, every little detail of every story is always going to be online somewhere, typed in.
Don't get us wrong. Being a celebrity, it obviously has its perks. We've never obviously know what those are, but there are perks to being a celebrity. And there are downsides. The downside being, no matter what you do in your life, whatever you've done in the past when you was 14 years old to when you're in your 40s, it's going to be out there. If you did something, if you stole a Twix at 14 and now you're a presenter on TV, it's going to be brought up because someone's going to sell the story to the paper or a magazine, and you're going to look like a bad person.
Yeah.
Because people will make money off you if you are famous, because they want their 30 seconds of fame, as they say. But this, like they say now, I was listening to something the other day.
On what?
On the YouTube. And they were saying, anyways, that be careful, they won't want to be 15 now in high school, being a bit stupid, because you go to any job, in America especially, not so much in England, but any slightly high profile job, if you put something out on Twitter, it could be like a racist slur, it might be just a bad taste joke, it'll be brought up. Yeah, he put something out years earlier about he wouldn't want his son to be gay when he's older, and he come back to bite him on the arse, because when he was going to host the Oscars, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going to host it, and then all this got brought up about this tweet he put out, and he's done a whole series. He's actually paid off for him in the end, about him saying sorry and stuff. It's on Netflix. That's really good, to be fair. But Caroline Flack, anyways, I mean, the poor woman's killed herself because it's not non-stop. Like I said to her last night when she told me, what is her future? Her future would have been, she'd been on TV for the next 20, 30 years, presenting this and doing that, and game shows, reality TV shows. She'd have done so much with her career. And it's all just gone because she's done something stupid, really, really stupid.
It was the reputation as well, wouldn't it, of what happened. But it's like she said, nobody knows exactly what went on behind closed doors, and I don't think it's right that people judge. I mean, it's like the whole Katie Price thing, isn't it? She gets a lot of bad press, and the media, like, you know, they really catch you when you're at your worst as well. And I had changing the subject to do with the press. It's like this coronavirus in a way. The press have a way of dramatising it as well. So, like, just to make a good story. Everybody knows in 2003 the SARS outbreak happened. Yeah, okay, this is worse, but it wasn't as dramatised as it is now with social media in the way it is. Even that's scaring people.
It's terrible. We don't see it obviously over here, but you hear about it if you watch certain news programmes and whatnot. And in China, they've got these drones going around apparently. I've seen a clip of it on YouTube. And these drones are going around like spraying and disinfecting all these cities. No one's allowed out of the houses. And there's a woman walking down the street. I don't think she's allowed out, but she was out on the street. So it's something out of a bloody horror film. Or a sci-fi film, whatever. And this drone was going after her down the street, talking Chinese, but they had like a translator to tell us what it said. It was saying, get back to your house. You're not allowed out on the streets. And this drone chased her down the street until she went in the house. And then the drone turned around and buggered off. It's
Well,
it's freaky. It's like
I've read in the news today, hang on a second, that certain parts of London might have to be quarantined into the houses. Like Brighton way, because there's an outbreak
well,
in
it's not
Brighton.
London, is it, Brighton?
Yeah.
Brighton's not in London now.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
Brighton is not in London now.
Well, it's near London. It's like 30 miles. It's really close. But parts of London and Brighton, and I'm going to get that up on my phone just to
You
check
can
it
tell
out.
we don't go that far down south usually.
But anyway, that's going to have to be quarantined.
That's not good. All the seagulls. Oh no. But I was saying to Amy yesterday, though, she was on about this with Caroline Flack, and I said to her, well, the newspapers win twice, don't they? Because they got the story when, the incident happened.
And then now she's passed away.
Yeah, they got the story of her beating up the man and her losing her job on Love Island and all the other stuff that come with it. So the newspapers win there. And then the newspapers win again because this is another story now. And they don't care. They'll print anything in the papers. Guaranteed there'll be stories coming out about her for the next week or two. How she's done this and done this, that in her past. And the newspapers just milk it as much as they can. Blood money. They don't care.
It is an awful situation for her. And they don't care about her family in the slightest, do they?
Look at what's his name? Deck. Anton Deck. He had his drink problems. Couldn't
do anything, could he? He couldn't turn a corner, is what you're going to say with it,
No. You couldn't turn the TV on without knowing about it.
It says millions of Brits who develop flu-like symptoms may have to self-isolate at their homes. It is the number of confirmed coronavirus cases rises past 100. UK residents could be advised to quarantine themselves to limit the chance of the outbreak. Senior NHS managers have been told the medics will stop testing, and it goes on a bit that.
Hang on, I thought you were going to tell us that Brighton was in London, which it's not. I thought that's what he was looking for.
I'm going to look.
I need to get you an atlas. The food is really good, guys. Yeah. We wouldn't normally do this on a Sunday, but there's no way I could watch the football this afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'm not going to get a Sunday dinner done between 4 and 6.
It's Sussex.
Yeah, I know I am.
But it's...
You should know that because you read the Peter James books, which are set in Brighton.
It's 76 kilometres away from South London.
It's a bit of a distance, though.
But it's not actually that far.
Right, anyway, they can't see what we're on about here, so let's just...
I'm looking at the map, Google Maps at the moment. I know that it's not, mega far.
Okay.
Anyway, back to what we were saying.
2 eggs dipped in, because I don't tend to eat fried eggs. I just sort of dip the bread in, or whatever I'm eating, chips or something, in the egg, and that's it. But if I don't mind a sausage and egg sandwich, but only if it's done by someone else. I wouldn't trust my own eggs. They're a bit too runny at times, so I like them.
Talking about... Leigh loves this type of thing now, don't you? No.
Convenient. It's quite nice.
I don't like it.
You asked for it.
I don't like beans. I prefer it all on a sandwich. I love them.
Yeah, but that'd just be a messy bloody thing to eat right here, right now. What's everyone else's tradition on a Sunday? Do you have a Sunday dinner? Does some of you maybe have a takeaway on a Sunday? I mean, when she was growing up, used to always have a Chinese on a Thursday. Now me, believe it or not, I have Chinese now. As a kid, my family never ordered one Chinese that I've ever remembered. It just wasn't a thing, especially not in Lancaster when I was young. Don't think we even had a Chinese restaurant.
You did.
When I was young, I think you actually had to go to a proper restaurant.
No, your mum was always had them. Your mum's always had Chinese food.
Right.
That's what she told me.
Well, someone's got the wires crossed. And just fish and chips for us when I was a kid.
I don't know.
Takeaways were expensive when I was a kid. Or maybe it seemed that way.
Really?
Well, they're not exactly cheap these days.
I thought you said when you was a kid.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, you seem really like they should be cheap. Why should they?
It was a lot cheaper when I was young.
Because money meant less back then.
Like you could get a large bag of chips for like $1.50.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's not much more, right?
Sorry, that's a lot. It was 80p at our chip shop.
So when we were kids, it was dirt cheap for chips.
It's like a bus ticket. You could get
Bus
the 80p
ticket?
return. Now it's like...
I thought you meant you paid for your chips with a bus ticket.
No.
Oh, you caught me off guard then.
Yeah, it's kind of like 20p packs of crisps in school. Do you remember them?
Yeah, 10p packets.
And a 10p mix.
Yeah, I saw some of the stuff you get in the shops. But I think they should, all these old crap they bring back these days, like, we need to bring that back and bring that back. I think they need to bring back newspaper for chips. They were the best. I don't know why. It's because you could read the sport or what happened on the Sunday. Eh?
You used to read the sport. You had round your chips.
It's a joke, but the point is still the same. When we were kids, You got newspaper chips wrapped up in newspaper.
See, Chloe, isn't it? You can't have ink on your fingers and things.
Well, I don't think they cared about them.
Yeah, I mean, it was something nice about it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like a special occasion. Oh, we'll go and get some, go to the chip shop for dinner. Wow. So instead of having chicken nuggets and chips, we're having chips from the chip shop. Great. And it just tasted so good.
These days, it's just nothing, is it?
We used to go to a chip shop which was run by Chinese people. This Chinese couple. And they're the best chips around. So good.
Where we are sport for choice with things like that, really, because... So,
Everything
I'm
on
pointing that way. Well, that way, we have a Chinese, a chip shop and a Caribbean place. A pizza shop. Literally like 10 minutes down the road that way. And across the road here, we have a McDonald's. We have an Indian
Subway.
called the Pearl of Bengal. We have Subway. We have Greg's. We have Subway. A new coffee shop. We have Tesco Express. Then across the road, we have a Chinese.
Domino's.
I was getting there. Leigh.
Okay.
We have a Chinese, a chip shop, mixed pizza chip shop thing. Domino's, as Leigh's already told you, but I was getting there. Then we have another Chinese round the corner. So it's just like news agents and things in between. So like you really spoilt for choice round here for things like that.
You are. Yet we only actually really use, out of all them eating establishments, we only use two. One's the pizza place down there. One of our early videos. Our first video, we had pizza from it. Oh, it's so good. Don't like Domino's. We'll probably do it on a video at some point.
I've only really had it once, so it might have changed.
The first no, when it first opened up, we give it a go. I weren't a big fan myself.
It was really like, I think we had like a thin crust, but it was just not nice.
No, compared to what we get anyways now. So we like our pizza from down the road, like an independent place. And Chinese, that's it.
We do sometimes use a chip shop, but it isn't the best.
We had it last night though. The kebab last night, so good, guys. But
I think it's because I'm not a great lover of chips, so
I don't know, you get them down you when we eat them.
I left alone and they'll see that. You will. I don't like chips that much. I like fries. Fries are nice. But not frozen fries.
McDonald's fries. And
wedges, I like wedges.
You don't really get wedges anywhere, do we? Unless... I don't know.
Curly fries, they're nice. As I say, I prefer rice and pasta and things like that.
When I was a kid, alphabet potatoes, whatever they're called. They were good. But,
never had them, I had alphabet spaghetti.
oh yeah, I had that as well. We're going way off subject. We was on about the whole
I don't think we can go on about that
social
anymore.
media thing and stuff. And what do you think though? Is it good or bad? Has the world got better with Twitter? Because that's one of the biggest culprits, ain't it? The whole hashtag thing and bloody atting everyone. Oh, so like with football. I watch football most days or whatever. Whenever there's a match I want to watch. Then if somebody makes a mistake, they don't just get it in the press like on a Monday morning. Oh, bloody hell, so-and-so had a blunder and messed up. No, all the fans of that club are there talking crap about them. And, what the hell do you call it? Tagging them in. It's absolutely everything. All the bad stuff that's said about these people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they get all the money. Not just footballers, obviously, it's celebrities in general. And they have all the perks. But imagine never being able to just do anything at all. You have one too many drinks and drive home, which nobody should do, but people do it and they don't get hounded by the press for it. But maybe going through a traffic light, whatever it is, snapping at somebody in a hotel or whatever because you're a bit tired. We could get away with it and nothing would be said. You're a celebrity, that's it.
But the thing is, I mean, it's a choice, isn't it?
Oh yeah, be a celebrity or not.
Everybody knows if you're going to go into that industry, that's the way it's going to be if you make it big. So, but if you are in your personal life, I don't think people should be getting judged by what they do inside closed doors. It's like this with Philip Schofield. I genuinely now believe he was backed into a corner to come out as gay. I don't think it was a
said that
choice.
now.
Just a few things on the news, like people are... I really do believe that. Also, change the subject. How many of you are not from England? Because I want to know, what do you have for breakfast? What's like your traditional breakfast wherever you're from?
I think we're really unhealthy what we eat on a normal daily basis. I've got to be honest. Like breakfast included, especially for me.
I don't really eat breakfast.
No, you don't too much. I have beans on toast every day. But then when I'm on a diet, which isn't that often, once or twice I've been, I can get up, start my day about 6, and I'm on fruit, or like melon or something like that, then an omelette. And then, I don't know why I don't do that more often, because it's bloody tasty and lovely, but it's just convenience, ain't it?
We're not really going down the whole weight loss thing, but I did, like, I have done now. I still need to lose, like, weight. I don't care who's got a problem with it, but the point is I lost 4 stone. I'm still going to be going back onto that for my holiday abroad. But I get obsessed with it. And when, like, since after Christmas, like, we had the flu and everything, I haven't really got back into healthy eating, which I am going to be doing. And we're going to try and incorporate that in these videos.
Do a healthy eating series or something.
Like this today, I make most things in fry light, which is like, you know, like the spray on oil, but it's like a spray. It's really... I find this sort of thing now, like frying it in oil, it just baffles me how greasy things.
It tastes disgusting afterwards. And then when you see all the congealed oil in the pan.
Yeah, it's too much. I mean, I love salad, whether I'm on a diet or whether I'm not on a diet. I love salad. You're not so keen, are you?
I can eat cucumber and lettuce, but then that's it. Beetroot, don't mind, but that's not really a salad, is it? I like it, I don't mind. But I won't have tomatoes and onions like you do and all the other stuff you add to it. I'm not a big fan of that stuff.
Peppers.
But we are going to do some different videos, guys. It's not just going to be all unhealthy. We're going to do a vegan meal.
Yeah, I want to try vegan.
We probably won't go vegan. I mean, if it's nice, we'll give it a go every so often. But we are going to try a vegan meal. So if any of you are vegans, let us know what to try for like beginners. We just want to try something different.
I'll tell you what it is as well. I think it's always good if you can have a good few meat-free days. So if not necessarily going on a full vegan plan, but if you can have like some vegan alternatives to meat, why not?
Should try a fruitarian diet.
I don't
That's really good for you. It's not just fruit. It's a lot of veggies and salads and stuff. But there's no meat or fish in the slightest in that.
We don't really eat a lot of fish.
Not at all. Just tuna. That's about it. But we are going to give a fish a go.
I love cod, but not from the chip shop. As in, I love like haddock, smoked haddock. I love it. But there's no point in me just having it because
I wouldn't eat that. Well, we are going to try it. We've got some fish in the freezer. What we got? Salmon.
We've got salmon and smoked
haddock. Salmon
cod. I think.
I think so. We'll give it a go.
We could do that, and also as well. Like I said, let us know what your traditional breakfast is. Jam on toast here. That's another one, isn't it?
For what?
People have for breakfast.
Oh, breakfast, yeah. They have lots of fun. Avocado's like the new posh breakfast down here,
The
really.
poached egg.
Which is just like for people thinking they're a bit, you know, ew, look at me, I'm eating avocado.
No, it is actually really nice.
I'm not saying it's not really nice, but it is just people being a bit up their arse. But we are starting a series, which we was discussing earlier on, and we could do your input a little bit. What's the series, Amo?
The series is Around the World.
Around the world. At the minute, I've got it around the world in 8 meals. So, right, around the world in 80 days. This is around the world in 8. We can't do 80 meals. Christ will be there for 10 years. And he's trying a different meal from different countries on different days. Some we'll prepare ourselves. Some we'll order in. So, if it's like a Chinese, get the Chinese. If it's Jamaican, I don't know what I'm doing with Jamaicans. So we'll order a Caribbean from the Caribbean down the road.
Everybody has to have a bit of jerk chicken.
Yeah, we're going to give that a go.
Curry goat. Oh my god.
I just don't like the sound, but I'll give it a try.
Leigh's lovely.
I'll try it. What's the other stuff?
Italian.
Italian, we'll make that one ourselves. Japanese, we've got a katsu curry sauce to make up. Korean.
But let's not tell everybody what we're doing.
No, we'll tell you everything. But if you know of a country and a meal that's not too difficult to make, drop it in the box.
And I love Korean food. And
I've had Korean.
Pho and everything.
You didn't think I would do it. I have had Korean with
What you had?
I don't know, you tell me. We had a Korean meal at the Korean restaurant.
It's not Korean, it's Japanese.
I saw sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I've not had Korean, guys. So
Sushi.
Japanese.
We don't like... See, everybody's on the whole seafood bandwagon, but me and Leigh don't like seafood. So
seafood boils.
There's no... I mean, I think it looks amazing. I really do.
And I do... Old crab.
Yeah. I do want to try it, but the fact of it is, I do not like the smell of seafood. Anything from under the sea.
Under the sea.
I like fish, but I've only ever had
You got me wanting to watch Little Mermaid now.
That's
what we'll do for our Sunday night. That's how hardcore we are. Little Mermaid.
Or, it really does look good though, but we don't like that at all, do we?
Not at all. So
I couldn't even eat black pudding really that much, could you?
Well, I'd say I ate more than you, and they know that, because I thought at the time you didn't eat any.
I have.
You didn't.
They'll
I just saw the look you pulled on the camera.
I yawned.
Yeah,
I did
like
mate.
that.
I went like, no, I did not.
Right.
But anyway, my point is, we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be having different food. Make some suggestions if you want to.
And if you've watched this far, fair play to you, because I know not everyone watches the whole video. So if you have, then stick a thumb up to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Some of the videos, free-flowing. I mean, we don't have no problems. Other videos, like this one, we've stopped. When you got to stop the bloody camera 3 times, 1 because I swore, 2 because the brightness was too far down. No, it's too far. It was too far up, now it's too far down. This light's not right. So it's going to take us time, guys. So you've got to stick with us.
We are getting another light, so we're going to change
even it up a little bit and whatnot. But thank you for watching us eat our food again.
Yeah, and tell Leigh in the comments to let me finish my sentence before he eagerly takes over.
I'd just like to make sure we get all the information out.
I was getting the information out, but I wasn't allowed to get the information out.
Gives a kiss.
No.
Mwah. It's love. I swear down, it's love.
But no. But that's
what do you mean no?
It is, but you do me head in sometimes.
We do each other's heads in.
And that's the thing about relationships as well.
You always do your partner's head in.
You'll always interrupt, but nothing is ever as clear cut as it seems, and this is the ending message now. And if I'm no advocate for mental health or whatever like that, but if the Samaritans are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, talk to someone, knock on the neighbour's door, whatever it takes, just open up and speak about it.
Do you know how long it takes to say to her, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
There you go. Took me about 2 seconds, if that. Took her longer to answer. But see someone in the street and they look a bit troubled. If it's the milkman and he's got his thingy stuck in a milk bottle, say, are you okay, mate? They say, no. Just be careful, right?
It's a serious message, this. Just ignore him.
Trust me, if you get that stuck in a milk bottle, it's pretty bloody serious.
Why do you need to talk like that?
Ask people if they're okay. It's important you do that. Because they might not be. Like me, I'm not okay right now.
I'll tell you now, I'm going to be perfectly straight. I'm not going to, sugarcoat these videos anymore. You want real aim and Leigh, this is real. After this video is stopped, I'm going to be telling him a few truths about his sarcasm issue.
We should record that and put it on the uncut version. Because there'll be plates flying all over the place.
I'm not joking. I was just doing a serious note at the end of the video. You have to say something about a milkman's knob going in a milk bottle.
Oh, that's going on the X-rated version.
Well, I'm sorry.
We should charge for that sort of talk, eh? You just throw that out there.
No, you can't bleep out. No, you have to.
I can't bleep it out. Well, it's going in, guys.
You just don't shut up.
The point is, guys, she's very serious.
I'm not.
I try to be serious, and it just goes a bit awry sometimes. But I believe, definitely...
Do you want to meet one more member of the family?
Which one? Are you really getting her up here?
Yeah. Round the back.
Oh.
You can meet some of our...
Watch the bloody camera.
So this is Jenna.
Hello.
This is the white staffy.
We've only got one staffy.
We've one black here. Yeah, she's another member. She's another member of the clan.
We'll get them. Bear with us, guys. Elsie.
By the looks of things.
Oh, actually, things are going to fall over.
Yeah, we will
Cheddar,
introduce you in our next video to the others.
Cheddar, get
Let's just cut this off.
Here's Milo, the black Labrador.
Yeah, there's Milo.
Right, we're going to have an accident, guys. So we're off.
That was a bit of a fail.
Hang on.
Okay.
It's all going X-rated.
See ya, bye.